For a guy in his position, that was very humbling.
Well said, Arn, and that's where we wanted to start for sure this evening. That's what we're thinking about. Those are the bigger things, and thankfully, there are times too where we get to unplug a little bit and have a little bit of fun and talk about the good old days. Tonight, we're going to do that here with you, and we want to say thank you to all of you who seemingly appear to be fine and doing well and have decided to join us again for another episode of Arn. And we just appreciate all of you. I think this is as good a time as any, Arn, to just say how thankful we are. Once again, we try to, as often as we think about it and have folks on the show, we have a great live audience here. Comments are flowing in. I see all of you. And folks that listen to the show after the fact, we couldn't do it without you. And I know Arn is so grateful for your support. And Arn, I'm going to use it as a transition. Speaking of, you want to say something? Go ahead, because I was going to transition.
No. Go ahead. Well, through all the negativity, I was blessed with being invited down to Bad Blood.
There we go.
In Atlanta, which Tully was there, and Scott Steiner and Miss Jackie, a lot of legends they brought in just to honor and let us know that they appreciated our contributions to the business. And thankful to Hunter for that. I got to talk to Cody for a few minutes. Man, was he busy. Just a lot of my friends, Jamie Noble, people that were still working there, Adam Pierce, all the people in the background that were making that thing fly, and the incredible talent. Punk and Drew McIntyre started that show off, man, and good God, what a brawl / fight / mugging / everything you would expect Hell in the Cell to be. So thanks for having me down. It allowed me to tell a bunch of people backstage and throughout the day, thank you for all that company has done for me, and much appreciative.
I'm so glad you said that. That's where I was going, Bad Blood, because a lot of our listeners and folks watching right now and group chats and what have you, could not wait to hear some of your thoughts about Bad Blood and your experience. We saw you sitting by Tully and Corey Graves. I loved it, referred to you as the Brain Busters, and it was all the feels. Both of you back in WWE sitting side by side, the Brain Busters together again. You got to love how they harken back. It's like watching, seeing that old rock band come back together again, sitting side by side, and all of us as fans just get those goosebumps. What was it like? Because not only, you said before, you got to see the Steiners, but now here's Telly, your tag team partner for years, fellow Hall of Famer, sitting side by side with you at a WWE event.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first event that he and I have been as far as what was put on by WWE. Since our 2012 Hall of Fame induction. I think that's the first time we've done a few Comic-Cons and a few things like that, but nothing with WWE. And that was just, it's been a long time. And yeah, it was cool.
So cool. And then, just the pictures that are floating around. We see DDP. He was heavy on the camera, and he got some great shots. You sitting in the suite with the big smile on your face. Classic picture of you, Tully, CM Punk, and DDP together in the back. Yep. Come on, man. That was right after his brutal fight, the mugging, as you called it.
And the fact that he actually wanted our opinion of what we thought, for a guy in his position, that was very humbling.
That's where I was headed, because he is, love him or hate him, whatever, he respects the business, and especially and respects what the old timers have done for the business. He still watches Crockett and things like I've watched him on Instagram stories. He's running on a treadmill watching classic matches from the Crockett days and things like that. So you want to talk about someone that has a respect for the business at CM Punk, and for you to say now that he asked you immediately what you guys thought about the match just solidifies that.
Well, there's much to learn about the generation before you. I know I learned something every day. So the fact that he actually thought it had merit, and it was very humbling, and very appreciative that he looks at the business the way he does, and just pretty much the overall mentality of the company now is just refreshing to see.
You said that the last time that it just has a completely different feel, that welcome home reunion vibe, family. Same thing this time around, Arn. All the same feels and vibe, everything.
100%. Just respectful to each other, respectful to the legends that were there. You can just see that they're respectful to the fans. It was just a very positive note.
So good. And again, and they're just doing such a really nice job of honoring the legends. The fact that they took time to show everyone in the crowd, from Lillian Garcia, Jacqueline, all the folks that were there. And then of course you and Tully, the bright spots for yours truly, a personal fan of you both. And when Arn, it was funny because I was like, it's come out that you're going to be in Atlanta. You said, how do you know? I said, the dirt sheets there, it's out there. So,
well, you're one of the guys, there's a few people that love the business, yourself, Tony Hunter, friends of mine that I know like surprises.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason I don't give it away and
That's
tell
cool.
you in advance, because it's like, those of us, that's the whole thing. We like the surprises, the mystery of what's going to happen. That's the reason I didn't tell you. No offense.
Oh, I'm not offended, not hurt by it at all. I think it's cool, man. And I'm just super excited for you at this point of your career and where you're at. And I know what your focus is your son and everything you're trying to do. And to see these nice things still happening for you, it just puts a big old smile on my face as your pal. So I'm happy for you, man.
Well, thanks. Be easy to attach yourself to the negative stuff, but a lot of positive stuff, which is more important. North Carolina, South Carolina, parts of Georgia have just been decimated with that hurricane. And I mean, it has really destroyed, so many lives. And you can sit there and think about it and just, man, it'll beat you half to death until you watch the news and watch the people that have stepped up and came from different places that might have had damage themselves, and they're up here helping the people pull their lives back together. And just to see how many heroes they are, just neighbors. It was just, they've lost everything but are walking what used to be their neighborhood, trying to help other people. It just replenishes your thought process, and your humanity is a wonderful thing when you see people that step up and do the things that are being done these days. And my gosh, with all the negatives, you got to look at the positives. And I just want to say thank you to all those first responders, all those neighbors, all those people from out of town that have left their homes and left their lives and came up to where we are and helping us. And God bless, and thank God we, here in Charlotte, we missed it, and thank God. It was just a miracle. So
well said, Arn. We were sitting here just kind of talking about some things and sharing some thoughts, and it always kept coming back to aches, pains, busy schedules. All of it just pales in comparison to what so many people are going through right now. And unfortunately, as we record this here on Tuesday night, October the 8th, are about to go through in Florida with Milton on the way. It's just so sad to hear. And you just hope everyone can do their best to get out of harm's way. But, and then that things don't happen the way that it looks like it could happen with these storms. Just incredible devastation and loss. And as you said, thoughts, hearts, prayers, good vibes, whatever, we are just thinking of them. Our hearts are heavy right now, as you and I were talking earlier before we even clicked record with some of these folks. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, just for all of us that are able and are willing, just say a prayer for everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody's going to need it.